Hello again, astronaut class. I wanted to show you a project that we've been working on at my house and talk a little bit about one that we started at school. Some of you probably remember that we took plastic bags like this with wet paper towels in them, and we put some lima bean seeds in them, and we hung them up in the window to see if they would start to grow. Now, we haven't been able to check on them at school lately, but my guess is that they probably have some roots growing down and some sprouts growing up. So that might be a fun thing for you to try at your house too. So if you have any bags of beans, like this little bag of black beans, you could try that. But there are some other ways that you can find seeds to grow too. In fact, I had this bag of popcorn at my house, and last week my son and I put the popcorn seeds in a little cup with nothing but wet paper towels, and now you've got to see this. Now the little popcorn seeds are growing. They have a big green stem and some long roots growing off of them. I thought it was pretty neat. In a few more days, I think we're going to plant these in a pot of soil. Another kind of seed that we found at our house that started growing really well is apple seeds. One day we were eating apples for lunch, and we decided to keep the seeds and do the same thing. Just plant them in a wet paper towel in a cup, and here is one of them now. It started out as an apple seed from one of our apples that we ate, and now it has a root and a stem and some leaves. Here's another one that is really growing big already. So, if you are eating something that has seeds in it, like cantaloupe, you can try it too. Now, my cantaloupe seeds are just barely starting to sprout a little bit of a root down there. And then I also found some old seed packets that I had in the garage, some flower seeds and some herbs like sage, but they don't really seem to be growing yet. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on them and see what happens. This is something that you could try at your house too. Speaking of growing things, you can grow lots of things on a tree, like apples, or there are orange trees, pear trees, peach trees. But have you ever heard of a cookie tree? Cookies don't really grow on trees unless you live on Sesame Street, like our friend Cookie Monster. So today's story is Cookie Monster and the Cookie Tree. One day, it was a Tuesday, but that doesn't matter. A witch, who wasn't a very clever witch, and that does matter. She was out in her forest visiting her cookie tree. She says, "Hi, tree." And the tree says, "Oh, it's you again." The witch was very fond of her cookie tree. She was also very selfish. "Oh, I'm the witch with the cookie tree, and all these cookies are just for me." She was just about to eat a cookie when all of a sudden she saw trouble coming. "Uh-oh, the Cookie Monster." Now, to you and me, the Cookie Monster might not seem like trouble, but for someone who has a cookie tree, it's a different story. The witch decided she'd better cast a magic spell on the tree so that it wouldn't let the Cookie Monster have any cookies. "By the light of the moon and a hoppy toad's hair, only give cookies to people who share." "I don't know about this," says the tree. "Something always goes wrong with these spells." Then the witch hid in the bushes to see if her spell would work. Here comes Cookie Monster. "Oh, listen to the birdies and look at the trees. Oh, look at that tree." Cookie Monster could hardly believe his eyes. "Cookie tree?" he wondered. He went very close for a better look. "Look like cookies," he said. He listened to one. "Sound like cookies," he said. He smelled one. Smell like cookies? He touched one. Feel like cookies? Then he tried to taste one. The tree pulled all the cookies out of his reach. Hey, what you doing? The tree told him, I am a magic cookie tree, and I only give cookies to people who will share them. That's silly, said the Cookie Monster. Me not share cookies? Gimme cookie. No, said the tree. That's the rule. You have to have someone to share with. Oh, all right, said Cookie Monster. Me go get someone to share cookie with. You wait here. Don't go away. The witch hiding from the bushes says, It worked. He'll never find anyone to share cookies with him. No one will believe he really wants to share. The Cookie Monster ran all the way back to Sesame Street, where he saw his friend Harry Monster. Harry, he said, old furry old pal, come with me to Cookie Tree. Hurry, me need someone to share cookies with. But Harry didn't believe him. Share? You're the Cookie Monster. You never share cookies. I know better than to fall for one of your tricks. Bye-bye. Next, the Cookie Monster saw Big Bird. Oh, Big Bird, he said, you want some cookies? Me need someone to share them with. Big Bird didn't believe him either. What? Are you feeling all right, Cookie Monster? Cookie Monster was getting discouraged. But, he said, me not give up. Meanwhile, back at the cookie tree, the witch was having problems of her own. When she tried to take a cookie, the magic tree said to her, Stop! You can't have one. You told me to give cookies only to people who will share them. But I didn't mean me, said the witch. You made the rule. I told you something always goes wrong with your spells. This is ridiculous. And what about Cookie Monster? Well, he was still trying to find someone to share the cookies with him. Ernie, please help me share some cookies, old buddy, old Ernie, old pal. What? You don't share cookies. You take everybody else's cookies. Now, Cookie Monster was even more discouraged. Oh, please, he said, somebody believe me. But no one did. Ha, ha, ha! Wonderful! That is one ridiculous story you have told me. Tell me another one, and I will count it. Ha, 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 ha. This is the silliest thing I've ever heard. The Cookie Monster sharing? Ha, 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 ha. Oh, Grover knows you are joking, Cookie Monster. That is very funny, because you never share cookies. And Oscar the Grouch just says, I hate cookies. So, feeling sad and hungry, the Cookie Monster walked back through the forest to see if the cookie tree would change its mind. And what was the witch doing all this time? She was still trying to get a cookie. Come on, you pesky tree. I'm going to make you into pencils if you don't give me a cookie. You said to give cookies only to people who will share them. When Cookie Monster heard the witch and the tree arguing, he knew who had caused all the trouble. Oh, you the person who tell tree not to give cookies except to share? Why'd you do that? You're not kidding. Now I can't get any cookies either. Cookie Monster had an idea. Hey, you and me can share cookie, he told the witch. Say, she said, that's so crazy. It just might work. So they tried it. Okay, hand over cookie. Do you promise to share? We'll share already. Come on. Okay, said the tree and lowered its branches. Cookie Monster took a cookie and broke it into 2 pieces, one for himself and one for the witch, and then they shared it. This piece for you. Thank you. Me want more. What you think? Sure, why not? Here, one for you, Witchy, and one for me. Wait, this one not ripe. Me eat it. This one look okay, but me taste it first. Hey, slow down. Take it easy, says the tree. Hey, what about me? Come on. Oh, why didn't I raise radishes? Wonders the witch, while Cookie Monster's belly is full of cookies. This book reminds us that it's always better to share what we have. Have a great day. Find something to share with your family today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.